Hi everyone, this is Josie and welcome back to my channel. If you're visiting for the first time, hey, welcome, glad to have you. And if you're a returning visitor, so glad you decided to come back. This is Josie's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories throughout the Carolinas. Our story today comes from Matthews, North Carolina. Take a look at the headline. And it reads, Missing 6-month-old found dead in Charlotte, North Carolina cemetery. I'll provide you with a summary here, and I'll place a link to a few of the full articles in the description box. Well, this past Saturday, on Saturday morning, many of us woke up with the sad news that a 6-month-old baby boy whose disappearance had triggered an Amber Alert on Friday. We learned that he had been found dead in a Charlotte, North Carolina cemetery around 4 a.m. Saturday morning. Police say they found the little boy's body at Shannon Memorial Park, which is a fairly large cemetery in southeast Charlotte, and this is in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina. And this triggered a homicide investigation. And because there's been a lot of interest in this case, I decided to develop a short video to share with you what we currently know about this situation. I believe it was around Friday night of last week that this beautiful baby boy and his mother were reported missing by Matthews Police Department. The mother is 24-year-old Tamara Janelle Brown, and the reason why everyone was concerned that she was reported as being missing was because police suspected that the mother might have been having some type of a mental breakdown. Apparently, she had gone missing from her home during the day on Thursday, and she was spotted with the child in Uptown Charlotte during the day on Friday. I listened to an interview from someone who identified himself as living in the same complex as this woman Brown. He said she was usually a very quiet person, but recently her behavior has begun to change. He also stated that he had initial concerns for her during this time because of the way she was dressed, because she was not dressed appropriately for the weather. We had snow last Thursday and it was very cold, and he was concerned that the mother, not just the mother, but I'm sure the baby as well were not dressed appropriately for the weather. So the reason why people were voicing concerns because they weren't just looking out for her safety, but they were looking out for the safety of her baby boy as well. Then around 10 p.m. on Friday night, police found her. She was involved in some type of altercation, which resulted in her being arrested and charged with robbery and assaulting a government official. The police immediately realized that the baby boy was not with her, and even though they questioned her, she refused to tell them where he was. And it was at that time that they went ahead and issued the Amber Alert. According to information that's posted on their Facebook page, the Matthews Police Department said they searched throughout the night. They used every available resources they had available to them. They were joined by the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department, and even the Union County Sheriff's Bloodhound Unit were activated looking. They said they were desperately searching in hopes that they would find the child safe, and their efforts ended around 4 a.m. when they found the young boy dead in the Charlotte cemetery. So again, the baby was found at Shannon Memorial Park, which is a public cemetery in Charlotte. Police reported that he was found deceased, but they did not speculate as to how he died. But with the cold weather we were having last weekend and the fact that we know they weren't appropriately dressed, it won't be so far-fetched for us to assume that the baby probably died from hypothermia. But I need to stress that the cause of death has not been established. So the suspect, or the child's mother, Tamara Brown, she was scheduled to appear in court this past Monday of this week, but she missed the court appearance, and the reason for that is because she was involuntarily committed. And I guess that they needed to do that to make sure she was being properly evaluated and to start getting her probably some of the mental health help that she currently needs. So she's due to appear in court again. It's been rescheduled for March the 4th, and her bond was raised to $50,000, and this is just for the armed robbery. No charges have yet been determined for the death of her son. I'm sure they have to collect all their information before they go to that part of the case. And here's my take on all of this, okay? I've heard a lot of negative comments being lashed out at this young woman, and I've heard comments to the effect that some people don't need to have children. And I have to tell you, I don't think these comments are fair. I certainly don't believe they're helpful. They're not constructive, and they're not warranted, especially since we really do not have any insight into her mental status at the time her baby was hurt, or when she left her baby out in the cold to die. What we should be doing is lending our voices to the ongoing debate about mental health, and we should be advocating for more inclusion and better care for those at risk for mental health problems. So from my perspective, I think we should all just chill out and reserve judgment, let the police do their work, and depending on the assessment of a mental status or mental state of mind, let the courts decide her guilt or innocence. Well, that's all I have for you right now. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this story. And you may not agree with my position, and that's all right. Feel free to share. As long as it's done in a respectable way, I don't mind, because everyone doesn't have to see it my way. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And if you click on this notification bell right here, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.